Alright, let's try this again. YouTube's worst ant video ever. Let's see, turn off the sprinkler here. Freshly unloaded 4 gig memory card so I don't get cut off after a minute. Alright, I'm tracking down an anthill problem. We've got ants in the kitchen, in behind the fridge, took part of the wall apart, trying to track down where they're going, but on closer inspection, the whole outside of the cabin here at Mom's cabin, we've got ants every little perimeter thing. Well, this is going to be terrible video. I don't know if you can see on this, on the stick here, they're using that as a highway. Every little nook and cranny along this vinyl siding. And these guys, they're tiny, tiny, tiny ants. They're not like giant carpenter ants or something. They're little tiny guys. But where they're on the inside of the wall, on the inside of the cabin, they're showing up right along the bottom of the wall. Inside here, of course, but the whole outside of the, everywhere along here, there's these tiny, 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 tiny ants. All the way along here, all the way along the deck, all up along here. All the way out to, basically along to the edge. Yeah, they stop here. They kind of go, there's some going up this tree, but the main, oh yeah, there are a fair number on this. I wonder if this tree has a problem too, because there's an old pine beetle attack tree over here, which the tree's dead now. If I'd been here a few years ago to catch it when the attack happened, but yeah, back on this corner there are a ton of ants. Let's see if we can get a, wish I had a better camera here, but all along the bottom of here, all the way to the corner, there's tons of ants, and all the way back up along the side of the cabin, both up on the top part of the vinyl and down here. I was going to crawl underneath the cabin here in the crawl space and take a look, but there's a huge trail that I doubt this is going to show up. I'm going to try without getting ants in my pants here. There's a huge trail between that corner. Like there's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. So I don't know. I started thinking when I was looking in the wall that I'm dealing with a super colony here, but I don't know. I'm not an ant expert, but they are definitely going over to this tree. They don't seem to be climbing the tree though. Ah, now I got ants crawling up me. Yeah, so I don't get it. There's gotta be a... gotta be a hill here somewhere, but I don't know if they're actually living in the wall and then just going to this dead tree. Like this is an old, I don't know if you can see this, but this is a pine beetle attack. You can see where they flew, and that kills the tree, and the larva hatch and then eat their way, essentially eat their way out of the tree, and then they fly and go attack more trees. But this is years ago. This is an old attack. I'll have to check the rest of the trees around here, make sure there's no evidence of a current infestation. But there's a definite trail out in this direction. So I don't know that it has anything to do with this tree, but they're just thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And this seems to be the main trail. So I don't know whether they're living in the wall of the cabin somewhere here, or living in the tree and feasting in here. I have to do a little more investigation, but I'll put this video together with my other ant videos. Yeah, I've never said they're running the whole, basically halfway around the cabin, like this whole side. They stop here. And then, yeah, go all the way along back to the kitchen wall, and that's where we're seeing them inside. It's inside about here. But they're going both directions in absolutely every place, so I'm having a real tricky. Usually it's relatively easy to figure out where an anthill is actually located and where the nest is, where you got to put your poison, put some borax. But yeah, there's a definite trail from that corner of the cabin right out along here. Apologies for the poor quality video. I'll try and do some editing on this one, but I don't see evidence of it. But I'm not used. These guys, they're tiny, tiny, tiny ants. I'm not used to this kind of variety. They're just, there's like a million of them. So I think I'm gonna dust some boric acid out here for tonight and see if I can help try to track where they're coming from. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, well, I'll have to crawl under here and take a look. I haven't seen too much evidence of them inside under here before when I was setting mouse traps and whatnot, but I'll have to go, I'll pull some insulation down in there below where the kitchen is, but that's going to be really hard to video without a tripod here. So I'll take a little look, but they really don't seem to be in, they're using the outside of the place as a highway. Doesn't seem like they're eating the cabin. And again, they're too small to be, well, unless there's miniature carpenter ants. Never seen anything quite like this. I thought I'd seen pretty much every possible kind of ant, or ant infestation. That's just yard debris. Yeah, they're going all the way up under here. So I don't know if they're coming from here, visiting the tree. Anyway, I wanted to get a little video of this, even if it's ridiculously poor quality video, before I spread a little boric acid powder around, try and at least slow them down. But maybe somebody who knows much more about pest control than I do can provide some insight as to what's going on. Because I don't think it's really related to the dead pine beetle tree, but it's interesting that they're going out that direction, so I honestly don't know. I wish I could see an obvious hill, see a giant entrance or something where they were mounting stuff up, but inside they're leaving like a white powder, and it seems to me like it's almost bits of fiberglass insulation, but maybe it's spit out cellulose or something, if they actually are a carpenter ant of some kind, or some species that does a similar thing. But I've never seen anything quite like this particular situation. So thought I'd get a little video of it. I'll close this back up. I'll let mice in. Anyway, I'm gonna spread a bunch of boric acid around. There's a lot on this corner too, isn't there? Wow. And we used to see them by the front window here, but I haven't seen them lately, so I don't know. They sure seem to be loving this corner. Anyway, if any ant experts have any insight, I would certainly appreciate it. Yeah, I sprinkled some borax in here. Well, it's not borax, the boric acid powder stuff along the edge. We'll sweep this in here, and he thought at least keeps them away from here, but I need to know what to do with the colony.